Good morning, world. I was not gonna film today, but I decided it'd be a fun little thing, especially because I have the house to myself, if I do a little morning routine. I'm in my bed, as you can tell, and no makeup. Someone else is in the bed with me. I'm not alone. I'll show you who that is. There's a creature in my bed. Little stinker, look at his little toes. Look at his little toes. Yee. So, part of the Jesus, my hair. Part of my morning routine is going up to him and being like, there's a creature in my bed. Who is that? So yeah, that's definitely the first step. I check my phone like it's literally the morning paper, which I'm not happy about, not proud of. I'm getting better on that. Maybe we'll do a video where like I just don't check my phone every morning. I have a few things that I want to do today. I definitely want to film some TikToks. Ew, that sounds gross. We're gonna go to the bathroom now and freshen up. Right now he's doing his morning routine, which is licking his toes. Oh, that was awesome. Oh! It's actually not that bright in here. You would think that it was super bright, but it's actually not that bright in here. I've been wearing contacts since I want to say the 6th grade. Yeah, I've been wearing them for forever, and I absolutely love them. I used to get bullied in school for wearing glasses. I'd get called every name in the book that you would call somebody that would wear glasses. People were mean back in the day. It was so funny because like when they taught me to put on contacts for the first time, they were like, you are not leaving this office until you learn how to put on contacts. And I was stressing. When I tell you, I was so stressed. She is back. I just drowned. My face. Another thing about me in the morning is like I get really puffy. I just look like I got like an allergic reaction. I just recovered from like a few breakouts. And like when I say breakouts, I mean like I got like a pimple here, a pimple here, a pimple here, and then one here. I have very nice skin. I don't, and I'm like really blessed that like I didn't get crazy acne or anything. My mom never got acne. My dad never got acne growing up. So I was blessed to have very nice skin and I'm very thankful for it. So thanks, mom and dad. But my dad did curse me with the bad eyesight, and then my mom cursed me with my shortness. I'm not tall. Oh, dude, I always wanted to be a model. I always wanted to like walk the runway, and I can't. And I'm like talking and I have like these ears and I'm like, I always wanted to be a model. Whatever. She stays there. And I want to change because like, I don't know. I like being in my PJs, but I feel like if I want to feel productive, I need to change out of my PJs. I will just mope around and be a little lazy stinker. I'm just doing my morning scroll on TikTok. I posted this video and then someone unfollowed me. I'm like, was that your last straw? Like, you just really did not like that outfit? It's not a big deal. The numbers don't matter. But I just thought it was funny because it was like I posted that video and then my follower count went down. I changed into my outfit. I feel a lot more productive. We're gonna make breakfast. I also take my dog downstairs, but he's currently sleeping, but he should go to Tinkletown. Come here. You gotta get up. Yeah, I know. I actually don't know what I want to make for breakfast this morning. He's staring at me. He's such a little sprinkle. I don't know what I want to make for breakfast. Do I want to go the savory route or do I want to go the sweet route? I am probably one of the most indecisive people you will ever meet. Like, I just cannot make a decision. Like, when it comes to food, you will take me to a restaurant. I will look through the menu before we get there. I will look at it through my phone. When we arrive, I'll look at it again, double check, and now I've narrowed it down to 3 options. And then at the restaurant, I decide between those 3 options, and then I go under the pressure of like when the waiter comes and they're like, oh, so have you decided? And everyone's like, yeah, we're ready. And I'm like, and then I just say the first thing that's on my mind. I think I've had a lot of savory breakfasts the past few days, so I'm gonna have something sweet.
I think I'm craving an oatmeal, so I'm just gonna make an oatmeal and I'll have some tea with that. He's very curious. Oh, okay. You like that spot? I don't know. I like the sun, but I also like when it's dark. I don't know about you, but I think the vibes are a lot better now. Hey. We are having breakfast. We're having oatmeal, some apple slices, and we're also having some English breakfast tea. No, I don't drink coffee. I have to drink tea. I wish I was a coffee girly. In fact, I wish I was a coffee girly so bad that I have tried multiple times to have coffee, and every time I have tried, I have absolutely failed, and that's why I have my poopery in my purse. What should we talk about? I love this stuff. This reminds me of like when I went to this coffee shop in London and I asked them for some English breakfast tea and I could not understand what they were telling me. They were trying to tell me, do you want sugar in it? He said it so fast and obviously like in a British accent, and I was just like, what? And like I just could not understand, and like I was like, can you I'm like, I'm so sorry, like I don't understand, can you like slow down? And he's like, do you want some sugar in it? Like horrible British accent, by the way, but and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I could not understand you. Yeah, no, I don't want sugar in it, thank you. And like everybody was laughing. Every time I drink this, it just reminds me of that moment. I miss London. I want to go back. The first time I went, I was actually studying abroad. I studied abroad in Spain for 5 months, and that was really fun. I was a graphic design major, and it was really cool because I was able to take like all of my art classes over there, and it was super fun. And when I went, my spring break, I went to Paris, which was super cool. I had escargot. I actually really liked it. It came with like this like pesto sauce thing, and I was like, ooh, it's like shrimp. So if you like shrimp, you're in luck, at least with the texture. I don't know, like I know a lot of people, like when it comes to like food, I used to know somebody that like if like the texture was weird, like they could not eat it. Like they were like, no, I can't have this, like this is bad. I'm like that, but when it's good, like Cheeto Puffs, I love Cheeto Puffs because it just feels like I'm like crunching on air. Like I love puffs, those are so good. I like Nerds gummy clusters, like those are good because I'm just like crunching, and then there's also like a chewing part of it. I love like peach rings, like watermelon rings, because it's just like gummy, but like ugh, it's so good. I want to say I think breakfast is like, for me, I mean, yeah, duh, everyone says breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I'm like, yeah, but like actually though, I love breakfast. Like I get excited for breakfast. Like I'm like, so what are we having today, you guys? Like, are we going savory? Are we going sweet? And I try to make sure that like, because it is the first meal of the day, I really want to make sure that like I eat something really good. I'm really into like just eating whole foods. I really enjoy it, but don't get me wrong, like I also love my McChicken. Like don't get me wrong, like I love McDonald's. I guess I should explain why I have a lot of time off. I quit my job. I had multiple jobs. I had 2 jobs. At one point I had 3, and I quit 2 of those jobs that were really messing me up, mentally and physically. So I used to work for a dog grooming company. I really hated the environment that I was in. Don't get me wrong, like I loved working with the animals. I love working with dogs. I love working with cats. Cats would give me anxiety though, I will say that. One time I got scratched by a cat, and that was in my face. Like by like an inch, not even, by like a centimeter, they would have scratched my eye out. One thing was like they never really appreciated the amount of time that I was putting into the company, because it was a dog grooming van. So I was a mobile dog groomer, so I would go in the van and I would drive around. So it was just a lot of pressure. Someone at the call center had something against me, and she would just give me the worst, and I'm telling you, like the worst appointments. I'm talking like dogs that were aggressive, dogs that multiple groomers that have more than 10 years of experience on their belt would not groom. Like, they would not do that dog for whatever reason, and then they would give it to me. And like, sometimes they would give me a dog that was like 2 times my size, and like, listen, like, I'm 5'2", like, I'm tiny. And then they would give me appointments until like 8 o'clock at night, on top of getting home late. Then I would have to clean, like, deep clean the van every day. Didn't appreciate me. And like, one day I had a huge complaint because I did a 2-hour job by hand and they did not want to pay me for it, and I got extremely upset. They were like, well, if you're not happy, then you can go. And I'm like, say less. Like, I don't need this job, you guys need me. And I left, and they were losing their minds. They wanted me to go back so bad, and I just ignored all of their calls and I blocked them. Then after that, I worked for another dog grooming van, and when I tell you, oh my god, that van was also horrible. It wasn't so much about the clients. Like, I had a really good time with like all of the clients. They were higher profile clients, so like, they had more money, you know, like, they were more classy, they were more nice, like, surprisingly. But it was more about like the owners that were disrespectful to me. There was a big cultural difference when it came to that, especially with the way that they spoke to me. So like, they're like at this level and they're like basically yelling at me, but they're not even yelling at me, that's just their natural voice. And I'm like, oh, why are you yelling at me? Like, I don't like that. That job was extremely taxing on my physical health because I had to literally wake up every day at 4 in the morning to then drive like a good hour to get to the home of these people, because that's where they held the vans. And then from there, I would have to be on time, punctual, on the dot at 7 in the morning at the first appointment. That was really hard, and I lasted no more than a month. That was the worst job I had ever had. It was extremely like abusive, verbally with them. They kind of just like made me feel less than. They gave me this ginormous dog, and like, I just couldn't handle it because he was huge. The breed was a ginormous schnauzer, because those are show dogs, and he was nervous. I could not get him on the table. I could not get him in the bath. Thank God he wasn't aggressive, but he was just nervous. He was just scared. And so obviously, like, you know, an animal that's anxious, nervous, is scared can accidentally hurt me, because, you know, it's not their intention, but they're just so big that like, even if they go to like give you a hug, or like, you know, like they try to like say hi to you, like they're just like all over, so like you, like they'll break your bone, but it wasn't their intention. And then I called for help, and I'm like, please, like, I can't handle this dog, like this dog is way too big. And she was like super upset with me. She's like, no, you can, like, it's easy, I swear to God. And I'm just like, oh my god, like, and I knew in my mind, like, I was having a panic attack. I started crying in the corner of the van, and the dog is just panting, like, and like literally like drooling all over the floor and hotboxing the van because his breath is just so everywhere. She ended up coming, and she realized how ginormous the dog was, and she ended up doing it by herself. So she took like 3 hours to do the dog, and thank God the owner was like, oh yeah, like, how much do I owe you? Like, super sweet. She was such a nice lady. Oh my goodness, like, God bless her soul. And that day I quit. I didn't say a word. I kind of kept my cool. I got home and I was like, I sent them a message, and I was just like, hey, like, I unfortunately have like this really like crazy family emergency. Like, I'm so sorry, and it requires 100% of my attention. I need to go. I wasn't lying. I actually did have something going on at home, but I kind of used that as like this scapegoat to like kind of leave. So yeah, I stopped doing that job. I just really needed it for the money. I really wanted to help my family with some stuff, so that's why I took that job, but never again. And now I am looking for a job in design, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of feel burnt out in that department, to be honest, because of the fact that like, I've just been applying for so long and I haven't really gotten anything. I'm not gonna lie, I think rejection is redirection and being called to do something else. And honestly, I don't know, I've been really enjoying the social media stuff. I've really been enjoying just making videos. And I noticed that like, when I'm editing videos, I'm actually having a really fun time. I catch myself smiling when I'm editing. I'm just like And I don't know, I feel happy, I feel good with what I'm doing, and I'm just gonna keep doing it. And if it doesn't work out, hey, I'll go down another path. I'm really just open to anything, and I'm excited to see where life takes me. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish eating my breakfast. I talked way too much. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish uploading that video, and then I'm just gonna do my makeup. But yeah, hope you had a good time spending the morning with me, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!